Kindergarten and Young Five friends. I'm Mrs. Fortner and I teach kindergarten at Glen Cairn. Today is going to be our very last lesson and we are going to talk about solving problems. Give me a thumbs up if you've ever had a problem. I'm pretty sure everybody has their thumb up right now. We've all had some kind of problem, right? So we're going to learn how to solve them today, and we have a new poster up here that we're going to talk about. So we are going to start with our picture on our card, our story, and we are going to learn how to help our friends solve problems, which will then help us be able to think of how to solve our problems. So in this picture, we have Javon. He has a problem. The teacher asked everyone to read a book with a partner, and Javon wanted Van to be his partner, but Van already chose somebody else. All the other students already seem to have partners. So think about how that makes Javon feel. How do you think he feels that he can't be with the partner he wanted to have, that partner already has another friend? I'll give you a second to think about that. So I thought of a couple ways he could feel. He could feel confused on why his friend, what was his friend's name? Van chose another partner. He might be confused and think, well, I thought he was going to pick me, right? He might be disappointed, which we learned about last week, how he feels disappointed because he didn't get what he wanted. And he might feel jealous. Jealous is a way you feel when somebody else has something you want. So he feels jealous that somebody else got his friend as a partner. What clues can you see that show you how he's feeling? So he's kind of looking over at them, right? And you can tell by his face that he's looking over like, well, I wish he was my partner, or I wish I had a partner. And his body's kind of slouched down, and we know that he's feeling a little bit sad, right? So to help Javon, we're going to use our poster. Our first part, this spells out step. So the S is say the problem without blaming anybody. It's not always somebody's fault if we have a problem. No, neither of these boys over here did anything wrong by being partners together. It just makes him feel sad. So there's no blame. No, it's not anybody's fault. Nobody tried to make him feel bad, but we're going to say the problem. So think about how you could say what his problem is. So his problem is that he needs to find a partner, right? He has to partner read, and everybody has a partner, and his friend already has somebody else as their partner. So it says on here that he uses self-talk, and he says to himself, okay, I can't work with Van. I need to find another partner. So using self-talk and saying the problem to himself helps him understand what the problem is. So now he knows what his problem is. He doesn't have a partner, and he needs one, and he can't have the partner he wanted. So he feels disappointed by that, right, and a little bit jealous, but he knows his problem now. So his next step is, our T in here is think of a solution that's safe and respectable. So you have to think of a solution, but it has to still be kind, and you still have to be safe at school, right? So see if you can think of some solutions to his problem. So there's no partners left, and he can't have the partner he wanted. So he could walk around and see if there's someone else who doesn't have a partner that he didn't notice, didn't have a partner. He could ask to work with another pair, or he could ask the teacher for help. Maybe the teacher would read with him. So think in your head which of those choices you might choose. Any of them are good choices. And then we'll see what Javon decided, what he chose for his solution. He picks walking around. He focuses attention on the other children to see if there's someone else without a partner. He finds Josie standing by herself, and he asks if he can work with her. Josie's happy, he asks, because she didn't have a partner either and didn't know what to do. So he solved somebody else's problem by solving his problem, didn't he? So now he has somebody else to work with. Now we're going to look at another situation and figure out our other steps for problem solving. So far with Javon, we found out what the problem was without blaming anybody, and then we thought of solutions that were safe and respectable. Okay? So here we have Samara. This right here is Samara. She's watching Lucy and Paolo playing with blocks. They're making pretend buildings and roads. Samara wants to join in their game. She knows they'll probably let her play if she's friendly and gives them an idea for making the game more fun. She's looking carefully at the toys in front of her to figure out the most fun idea. Using self-talk, she says, well, I could tell them I could make a zoo with all the animals. That would be fun. Now pretend you're Samara. Look carefully at everything in the photo and think of some fun ideas. Let me get the photo here for you. So some ideas are she could build a fire station with a fire truck, or build a dock for the boat, or a police station for the police car. So think which of those you would decide, and we'll see what Samara does. Samara keeps using her self-talk. She keeps looking at the toys and coming up with different ideas. She decides her best idea is to say that she could build a fire station. She tells Lucy and Paolo her idea in a friendly voice. She said if there was a fire, she could drive the fire truck to the burning building, put out the fire, and rescue all the people. Lucy and Paolo are excited about the fire station idea, and they let Samara play with them. You're learning about solving problems. Today you learned that when you have a problem, there are steps you can take to help you solve the problem. So, you're going to say the problem. You're going to think of the solution that's safe and responsible. You're going to explore the consequences. So what would happen if in this story, she got mad because she wasn't playing with them and she knocked what they're building down instead of finding a way to be included? What might happen? I think she might not have a good consequence for that, right? Her teacher might say she can't play over there and she has to go find somewhere else to play, and then she's not going to be able to play with them at all. Pick the best solution. Make your plan. So she did pick a good solution, didn't she? She told them that she could build a fire station for the fire truck. So you're going to figure out what your problem is and not blame anyone. You're going to think of a solution that's safe and respectful. You're going to explore the consequences. So you can think before you even do anything, if I do this, this might happen. So you're going to think, well, let's look at this friend too. What if he went over to these boys and yelled at them because they were partners and he couldn't read with one of them? Now he's disrupted everybody else who found their partner and is reading. So if you think about the consequences, you might realize that you don't want to do what you were thinking you might do when you first were mad before you calmed your body. And then you're going to pick the best solution that can help everybody and can keep you making safe and respectful choices, right? So what I want you to do this week for your teacher is write down 2 problems that you have solved. So there was a problem you had, and then tell us how you solved it. So you can either draw a picture or write words, or do both. You can draw a picture and then write the words. So you're going to show your teacher 2 problems that you've had that you have solved. And you're going to turn that into your teacher however they've asked you to turn in your other assignments. So this, friends, is our last lesson. And that means that now it is officially summer. So now you get to enjoy your summer with your family, and we will see you next year in the fall. And you will either be in kindergarten or 1st grade next year, and we will get to see you then. So I can't wait to see all of your smiling faces next year. Bye, guys.